Earlier in the program, we saw a short video showing how the complexities in the telecommunications industry aren't always seen, but yet we know they exist. Transforming to a digital organization can lead to more efficiencies and insight through automation. And when you're a large organization, the complexities of getting everyone on one single platform is a big undertaking. So, what is the reward? Our next guest speaker will address this question. Arun Kumar is a general manager for MTN, a large telecommunications company with over 300 million subscribers spanning Africa and the Middle East. Let's hear from Arun Kumar, general manager, as he shares with us how he handled a large scale business transformation for supply chain management.
My name is Arun. I'm the General Manager of Planning and Fulfillment and Supply Chain at MTN Group. It is the largest telecom operator in the African continent, and we operate in Middle East as well. I look after supply chain management and all the digital transformation efforts of MTN Group, covering 21 countries in the Middle East and Africa. We operate in Nigeria, Ghana, and Ivory Coast, Guinea-Bissau, Guinea-Conakry, Eswatini, a portion of Botswana, South Africa, both the Sudans, the Republic of Sudan, South Sudan, Yemen, and even Afghanistan. We are the 8th largest telecom operator in the world, and primarily our services are limited to mostly building mobile networks, so towers and radio connectivity for our people. Could be anything from either a basic 2G connection, 3G, 4G, and of course now we are expanding on 5G. We do a lot of wholesale, which means we work with large organizations, other telecom operators, and even people like Facebook and Amazon. It's not like dealing with the European Union, where everyone talks the same and there are standard processes in place. We have 4 or 5 big vendors, mostly from China and Europe, who supply our entire infrastructure to build our network. We own and operate our own network for sure, but the materials that are needed to build that comes from all of these operators. Visibility was the thing that drove us about even thinking about digitizing our supply chain. It's a great thing to have, especially because global supply chains are completely hammered by the pandemic. Trade lanes are closed. Vessels are not moving anymore. After the pandemic hit us, we saw a massive spike in our traffic, which was obvious because people are sitting at home doing the same kind of calls that we are having via Zoom right now. We saw upwards anywhere from 30% to 70% increase in traffic capacity that we had catered for. So we had 2 objectives from a supply chain perspective. One, ensure that your network is resilient enough for a 12-month period, that you have enough spares, enough equipments, enough network capacity, and the manpower needed to make sure that your network quality does not dip. That's the first one. The second one was to make sure that you build enough resilience into the network that when you have a peak in traffic of 50 to 70%, that people's calls don't get dropped and people do not get a lower or a worse internet experience. So we built a supply chain control tower, built visibility through our global trade management platform of Oracle. We connected into 4 of the biggest supply chains manufacturing systems. Now, that way, we are not dependent on just periodic interactions. Instead, we get the data fed to us. So we get to know for a $30 million that we have, at what stage each of the commodities are, which country is going to get it first, when are they going to get it, is there going to be a delay? And we are able to track that. We're looking at freight costs. That partnership of planning together with our vendors, which used to be a very traditional approach, it kind of got on steroids. And now we are literally having meetings with them almost on a day. During the pandemic, it was on a daily basis. We slowly shifted to a weekly, but on a supply chain perspective, we are doing every alternate day with those guys, just to understand, guys, what are the things we need to do? We are even tracking things like individual country challenges. So in Cameroon, for example, I've had a massive problem because ships don't call often because of longer clearing times. Now, therefore, we need to find alternate ways how we can move it in. Now, there are going to be certain countries like Uganda, which are landlocked. Therefore, I cannot fly everything in. It's going to cost a lot of money. So I have to get them out at Mombasa port and then drive from Mombasa into Kampala. So these kind of insights, when we start working with the partners a lot more tightly and closely, I I think the analytics platform, along with the global trade management stuff, is really what helped us out right now. Supply chain resilience and the management of supply chain risk became so relevant to our executives and our CEOs that now we have a place in the executive committee to say, listen, this is what we are picking up. This is what we are seeing. This is how important it is. So we are literally sitting here as supply chain, telling each of our operations, which of them are financially healthy, where the cash conversion cycles are okay. Are they paying too early, paying too late? Are the inventories consumed at the right number of inventory turns as per the commodity type? And are they getting their receivables on time? Now we are challenging that with all our implementations in place. So next year, sometime when we talk about it, hopefully, we'll have a much better story for you.